Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Leo the Real. I wanted to talk to you about something personal. I'm sure a lot of people don't know about me, about this, but I wanted to share. I wanted to, put it all out there so I can help people. I can help people that are afraid, that are scared, that don't know what to do, how to react. Well, I don't know if a lot of people know what scoliosis is. I had scoliosis about 5 years ago. I was like 15, 16 years old, and then basically I got scoliosis surgery. Scoliosis is basically whenever your spine, instead of like regular, like a straight, like a regular spine, is either like in an S form or in a C form. And which is bad, obviously, and usually it's not genetics. It's not something that you get like from your parents. It's just a normal thing that people get in America. Most likely females get it. Is of a higher percentage than guys, but I was one of the guys, the people that that got it, and it's very personal to me because I've overcome it. I've overcame it. I live an active lifestyle now. I don't have no setbacks. Just for the people out there that that are gonna have surgery, are thinking about doing it, have scoliosis right now. Think about it. I recommend you to get the surgery because it's a big deal. As you're growing up and becoming older, I was fortunate to have it at a young age. Other people have it, younger than me, which is better. It's always, if you're younger and you have scoliosis, is better because the operation and the surgery is less risk of it going bad. Like I said, I was 16 years old when I had my surgery, and at first, it's funny because I'm gonna tell you the story. When I before I had surgery, my chest, it was kind of like more like this side was more up. The bone was more up than this side, so my chest was in even. It wasn't perfect. So then growing up, my mom asked me why is my chest this side was bigger than this side, and then I never knew. I had the same question. So one day, she took me to a clinic, and I talked and I saw the doctor and everything, and the first thing she asked me, the first question that I'm pretty sure a lot of people get asked is whenever scoliosis related, bend down, bend down, and then she after I bend it over, she asked me. Did I know what scoliosis was? And I said, no, I don't know what that is. But I felt like it was something bad, because usually all those words are kind of like doctor related stuff, And then I was like, no. And then she explained to me that I had like a higher bump on my back than it was. Because usually when you bend down, your back has to be straight, like, leveled off. And mine wasn't. Mine was one side was bigger than the other. So then she told me to go to a specialist, and then this and that. So I went to Texas Scottish Rite Hospital. That's a famous one for scoliosis related operations, and so I did the X-rays. I did that, and then I had scoliosis. That's what they diagnosed me as. And then I remember at first the first X-rays I did, it was a C. It was kind of like in a C shape. I was 15, 16 years old. I was nervous, I was scared. I didn't want to do it. I was like, no, I don't want to have surgery. Because it was a big, I could have, you can risk, being paralyzed, have complications in the surgery. And then at first I did it. It took me like a year, almost a year to kind of reflect it and think things through. And one day I just woke up and told my mom, hey, I want to get the surgery done. I want to fix my back. And then, from then when history, I went, I started, connecting with the doctors and, nurses and stuff. And it was a pretty tough ride. The operation lasted 8 hours. My bad. 8 hours. It lasted the surgery. Let me see if I'm gonna show y'all some X-rays of my back. So y'all can, cause this is legit. This is not playing around. Hopefully y'all can see, but this was my spine. But first, before surgery, they did an X-ray before I had the surgery. Hopefully y'all can see. Okay. And then this was my my spine after surgery, which it was in the open part. So it doesn't look like this now, obviously. But this is the metal rods on it. The metal rods. And basically what they do is they put metal rods, 2 metal rods to hold your spine intact, right here. And then they put metals in it to connect it. And what they do is over time it fuses together. So, the metal, it kind of supposed to like blend in, and over time, over the years, it's supposed to be like one whole thing, Yeah, pretty much. I remember to this day, the day after I had surgery, I felt in the most painfulest, pain that I've ever felt. I still remember to this day if I think about it. And I stayed in the hospital for a couple days, and it's funny because I think my surgery was either on a Monday or Tuesday, and I got out by Saturday. But the doctor told me, I remember in the beginning of the recovery process, I didn't want to get up because I was scared. Every little movement I did, it hurt me, and I was in pain. And he was like, if you do not get up and start walking, you're gonna stay here longer than Saturday. So I was like, hell no. I told my mom, I was like, I gotta get up. So then I got up, and those little helpers thing that you walk around, and it was so painful, man. I can't believe I went through it, and I'm here, active as I can be. And I remember the next day after I had surgery, I got in the wheelchair. They took me down to do X-rays, and then I was so still in recovery mode that I even threw up. I threw up, as before I took the X-rays after I got surgery. That's how big deal it was, But I'm really, trying to do this video not just to tell my story, but to help all the thousands, probably millions over the world about this condition. If you have it, embrace it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do the surgery. Don't be afraid to talk about it. If you have any questions, let me know. Go to my YouTube page. Message me on Facebook. I'll be happy and glad to be able to to express my feelings of what I went through, the experiences that I had. Yeah. When I got home after surgery, that's when the recovery process started, and it was tough. I mean, you barely could get up. You have to take pills, every hour just to make you not feel the pain, because if you didn't take the pills that the doctor just prescribed to you, you would feel the pain, and you wouldn't do nothing. You wouldn't eat. It took me days for me to eat regularly. Like the first couple of days when I got home, I wouldn't eat. I couldn't. Like I tried to eat, and then it didn't let me, and it was tough, but anybody can do it, man. If I did it, if I'm here, I'm active, I work out every day, I lift weights every day. If I can do it, anybody can do it. For all the young people, all the the teens, if you're going through it, don't be scared, don't be afraid. You can make it. You know, I'm pretty sure you'll have your family support, your family, you know, to support you, to help you, to guide you through it, because I couldn't have done it without my family. You know, I couldn't. You know, my mom was always there to support me every day, every night. You know, she would stay in the hospital, and you know, I had the support of my family to be able to pick myself up, you know, and do it. And I'm here 5 years, you know, 5 years later, and I'm here, you know, I'm walking, I'm being active, I can bend. You know, a lot of people think of it as, okay, they got metal in them, they can't bend, or, you know, they can't move. No, yes you can. You can live a normal lifestyle after scoliosis surgery if you want to. But you gotta be determined. You gotta be determined to get right back up and start, you know, in the recovery process, because that's the most painful. In the operation, you don't feel nothing. The 8 hours go by fast. I mean, I remember they numbed me right here. I was in the bed, you know, they put the thing, and then next thing you know, I'm waking up. And my first process, you know, in my head, I'm like, you know, can I move? Can my legs move? And it's funny that my mom told me that the first thing I did was pedal my legs, you know, like, move my legs real fast. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a great experience. I wouldn't change it for the world. I embraced that because I went through something that a lot of people probably can't go through. Yeah, I mean, just do it. You can. If I did it, like I said, you can do it. You know, just have faith and believe. Everything will go, you know, the way you want it to be. And I'm not trying to brag, you know, I'm not a bragger, but, you know, the doctor that specializes in this, he's, you know, the president of that hospital, he told me that my spine, the way he left it, was probably one of the best ones he's ever done. You know? And, but yeah, just believe that everything will be okay, and, you know, with the support of your family and your will, and you're determined to be better, you know, because you have that condition, it's only going to get worse, you know, especially the angles of the degrees that it has, you know, degrees, like mine was not as horrible. I've seen other people that are like more curved and more, you know, angled, and it's tough, you know. Other people have it less, where you can just put a brace. But I wasn't, you know, I didn't qualify for that. Mine was really severe and needed a treatment as soon as possible. So yeah, I just like I said, if you have any questions, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody that's been through it, I'm here. You can contact me at wherever you can. I'll be more than glad to help you, to guide you, you know, to answer any questions that you have regarding the surgery, the time, the healing process. If anybody's wondering, can you live a normal, healthy lifestyle with this surgery? Yes, you can. You can live a normal life after this. You can. I'm doing it. I'm living through it. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I have, you know, a couple minor pains here and there, a back pain, but it's okay. You know, I don't regret it one bit, because I know if I wouldn't have done this, I would have regretted it, you know. And I'm glad I did it at a younger age. So yeah, you can still, you know, do your sports and all your athletic stuff. You can always do it. You can do it. You know, obviously it's gonna take time. It took me like a year before I can start, like, you know, living the regular life, you know, like being able to lift a lot of weight and running and stuff, because at first it's tough. You have to go slow, you know. You have to build yourself up. You have to, because the thing is your body's not used to it's not used to it. You know, you're at your body's at something, and then when you have surgery, it's totally different. In most cases, I believe that you grow a little bit. I kind of grew a little bit, a couple centimeters, but I've heard that people grow inches even, because obviously your spine, it's, you know, it's like an S or a C, so once you straighten it kind of, you know. But yeah, I was blessed to have one of the best surgeons, you know, out there. you know. So yeah, believe that everything's gonna be okay. It will. Nothing's impossible in this you know, this process. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so remember, you have scoliosis. Don't let it break you. You know, if you feel down, if you feel like you're not gonna be able to go back to your regular life, your regular athletic life, do not believe that. You're witnessing me. I've done it. I'm doing it now. And yeah, if you wanna, since I gave you the X-rays, you know, maybe that's not enough, but I want to show you my scar, you know, in the back. I'm just gonna show you a little bit of it. You know, I don't want to get too carried away. But here goes nothing. I'm gonna show you my scar. Okay. See it right there? Right there. So yeah, pretty much. I just wanted to, you know, talk about that, and like I said, don't be afraid to message me on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel, on my Twitter. You know, if you have any questions, if you feel like you want to talk, you know, message me personally about, you know, about this, then go ahead, feel free. I'll be more than glad to help you. Okay? Thank y'all.